Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's another Untitled Geek team's debut. This is going to be a really intriguing match. On one side, we have Chris Diaz, Andrew Malabag, the team of Merc with a mouth. Both competitors, what you would call sneaky good. I think a lot of people will at times take them for granted, but no one should, because both of them have a lot of deep knowledge when it comes to all these geek categories. Pairing the two together, I think, is going to be really good for both of them. I think they're going to have pretty good chemistry. But on the other side, they're facing Alex Frost and Caleb Boatman. And let me tell you something. This is the most chaotic energy duo one could ask for. And that's saying a lot, because you and Alex are a team in another league.
I love how you said chaotic, and Boatman just starts flailing his arms like a fucking inflatable guy.
Well, he is those wacky inflatable arm balloon things you see at car dealerships. He is the human embodiment of that. But anyways, enough about that. Spence is here. Spence, what do you got to say about this?
So it's Merc with a mouth, right? Is it like are they like one person? Is one the Merc? Is one the mouth? Like how does this like exchange work?
Why don't we have them explain to you right now in promos?
Fuck Boatman.
Okay. Hi, guys. It's Merc with the mouth here. As you can see, I'm the Merc. He's the mouth. So it's like two people, and we're here to play, and let's have some fun. What can you say, Chris?
I'm here to have fun. Alex and Boatman are two people I respect, but I'm here to have fun and make the best person win. How we go in every time. Often lifted.
Mr. Boatman, wouldn't you consider at least that you've done some cringy things?
Look, when you're hosting, you gotta do a lot of things sometimes that are not always in the strictest sense based, but you do them to fill airtime, to keep the match moving, to keep the people watching.
Are you saying it's okay to be cringy sometimes?
I'm saying that when I do it, it isn't cringe. I'm Richard Nixon, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, we probably should have seen that one coming.
So we could just say like they've lost the match already, right? Like Merc with the mouth moves on to play whoever the fuck, because I do not want to see Boatman again. That is my nightmare just going forward.
You and I both know he's made worse sounds. But anyways, let's get into the match. Round number one. First of all, introducing first, making their Untitled Geek team's debut, it is Chris Diaz, Andrea Malabag, the team of Merc with a mouth. And their opponents also making their Untitled Geek team's debut, the team of Caleb Boatman, Alex Frost, the team of Merc with a mouth.
We're Frost Nixon, you uncultured swine.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, round number one looks like this. Get 10 questions from 10 different geek categories. You have 20 seconds to answer each question. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't, you get nothing. For any players to get all 10 questions right, they will get a bonus question worth an extra point. Each team will have three repeats and the usage of a challenge throughout the duration of the match. Everyone, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Love to hear it. All right. Your first question is going to come to you from Adelaide Spence.
In the category of Star Wars, who is the first person to ignite a lightsaber in The Force Awakens? So we can say officially that Caleb Boatman has killed the careers of 2 presidents now.
Look, I'll be completely honest. Old Nixon's career was kaput long before Bowman was on this earth.
If you don't think I had a hand in Watergate, you haven't met me.
5, 4,
Watergate,
3,
Waterloo, it's
4,
all connected.
1, pens down. We're going to go to Boatman first.
Kylo Ren.
And Andrea.
Ooh, I said Finn.
And Alex.
Kylo Ren.
And Chris.
Oh, I gotta watch that Luke Skywalker, so you talked about it the first time.
Kylo Ren is correct. So Frost Bowman taking the early 2-0 lead.
Yep.
We'll get into your second question in the category of the MCU. Which MCU film was the first to not feature Tony Stark?
Tony Stank. Wait, why? You know what? Maybe you are meant to be friends because, like, we can make bad jokes together.
What has my life become? 5, 4,
I think it's Where's My Life
3,
Begin, actually.
2,
It's
1.
right here.
Pens down. We'll go to Andrea
4.
and Alex
Thor.
and Chris
Sorry.
and Bowman.
Thor.
Clean sweep. Good job, everyone.
Mhm. Now we go to the worst category, Middle Earth.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Billy Connolly appears in what Middle Earth movie? So actually, I was talking to Alex, and there is a chance
Not bad
that
idea,
we sit down
probably.
together and watch all 3 original Lord of the Rings movies together at once, like in a row.
Cool. I'll be sure to mute my phone for
Yeah.
the 10 hours in which you all watch those. 5,
I will be downing multiple
4,
full bottles of
3,
probably whiskey until I die.
2, 1. At least you're drinking whiskey. Pens down. We'll go to Alex
The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies.
and Chris
The Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies.
and Bowman
The Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies.
and Andrea.
The Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies.
Another clean sweep. Everyone gets.
I don't want to be that guy. Alex, you know what I'm talking about?
What
I
happened?
didn't see it. What happened?
Chris had The Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies.
Would
I
you all
think
like
we
to
should
challenge?
Alex, I think we should challenge.
Do it. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Challenge, that's not the title of the movie.
All right, we have a challenge. We'll be back to you after the results of said challenge. Back to the challenge. We talked about it, and yes, unfortunately, Chris's answer of the Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies is not the name of the film. Added a couple words there that weren't in the title of the film. So Frost Bowman will win their challenge. They will retain their challenge. The score now is Frost Bowman with 6, Merc with a mouth with 3. We'll head into your next question in everyone's favorite category of sci-fi killers. Who plays Grace, the cybernetically enhanced soldier in Terminator Dark Fate?
I think you mean sci-fi killers. And I'm going to keep calling it until David changes his spelling.
You know, it's actually, you know what? I kind of like it. It's different.
Here's
We
the
should
thing.
embrace difference. You should
No,
embrace
no.
difference.
David is an author. He writes fiction. You
5,
should know it's not written
4,
fiction.
3,
Not a baby talking
2,
about science.
1. Pens down. You irritate me like the plague. We're gonna go to Chris
I blanked. I don't remember her name. Remember everybody else.
and
but her.
Bowman
Mackenzie Davis?
and Andrea
Yeah, I blanked.
and Alex.
Is it Mackenzie Gray?
Mackenzie Davis is
No.
correct.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So
I thought Alex
Boatman
was right.
will-
So we're good.
the only one who will get that correct. Frost Bowman goes up another point, leading 7-3.
Next question comes to the category of DC. In what DC movie does Batman use a super molecular dust separator? Caleb Bowman, the only one with a perfect round remaining. If Bowman gets a
And
perfect
way to
round,
go, Spence. We were trying not to do that.
back to the joke. If Bowman gets a perfect round, the world ends.
Boatman,
So,
if you get a perfect round, I will watch exactly one Albert Brooks movie.
5, 4, 3,
Please.
2, 1. The stakes have been raised. My God, pens down. We're gonna go to Bowman
Why did you go to me first? I said Batman 1966.
and Andrea.
No answer.
And Alex.
Batman 66.
And Chris.
I said The Dark Knight Rises.
Batman 66 is correct. All right, we'll get into your next question. In the category of Wizarding World. In Order of the Phoenix, which character suggests flying to London to rescue Sirius?
Hey, Scully.
What?
Why so serious?
No.
No.
5,
Shout out to
4,
Kaiser. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. It took 6 questions. Pens down. We'll go to Andrea.
Yeah, I was supposed to write Neville Longbottom, but
And Alex.
Luna Lovegood.
And Chris.
Honestly, one of my favorite characters in the franchise, Luna Lovegood.
That's a just great take. And
Luna
Boatman. Little Lovegood is correct.
Next question, coming in the best category, mixed bag.
okay.
In The Incredibles 2, what is the name of Mr. Incredible's superhero car? Say something. I forgot.
Mr.
Oh yeah, Luna Lovegood at her best in a Harry Potter musical senior year, where Ivana Lynch just shows up.
I am like this close to like filing a lawsuit to where you are gonna be legally disallowed to mention the existence of those things. 5, 4.
As long as we can add twist to
2,
Disney live action.
1.
Let's go.
Hands down. We're gonna go to Alex
Is that the Incredimobile?
and Chris
I say Incredible car? I don't know.
and Bowman
I said the Incredibile.
and Andrea.
Ooh, I blanked.
The Incredibile is correct.
Yes!
Yes.
So Bowman, once again, getting that right. We'll move on to your next question. In the category of the DCEU. In Wonder Woman 1984, Maxwell Lord runs a business that is trying to exploit what type of material?
I think Bowman's honestly more excited about the Albert Brooks movie over the.
Oh, absolutely. I don't care about the perfect round. Alex is going to watch
this is
an
what we
Albert
need
Brooks
more
movie.
of. We need more like in-game incentives for players to perform better.
You could
That's what
say
the job's
that.
Like if I was promised a plate of barbecue ribs for every perfect round I get, I would probably never miss a question again.
One
I
of you
can try to
fuckers
make
better
that
dab for him. One of you better dab for him if he gets a perfect round.
You see, Alex is looking for comedy.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Chris
Oil?
and Bowman
Oil.
and Andrea
No answer.
and Alex.
Oil.
Oil is correct.
It's also a great Upton Sinclair novel. Your penultimate question coming in the category of Star Trek. The science station, Regula One, is attacked by the main villain in what Star Trek movie?
Did you just drop an English literature reference?
I think that's the basis for There Will Be Blood, like that book.
Oh,
Same
well, so
author
that's really
as,
reference, so it doesn't count. You're still done.
I mean, I know books. It's part of my best category,
4,
miscellaneous.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Bowman
Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan.
and Andrea
Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan.
and Alex
I think I'm gonna miss it. The motion picture.
and Chris.
Star Trek The Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan is correct, and I will be right back. All right, we'll move on to your last question in round number 1. The category of Marvel. In Kingsman: The Secret Service, the Kingsmen carry a hand grenade that is disguised as what?
You know what movie's great? The King's Man.
I watched like the first 15 minutes of it while playing pool with a coworker. I'll be honest, I wasn't too high on it, but I'll watch the whole movie and we'll see.
I think just watching it on call was the best way to experience it because when it was boring, you didn't really care because you were talking. When it was great, it was fucking amazing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Andrea
Andrea first.
Was it a briefcase?
and Alex
A lighter?
and Chris
Lighter.
and Bowman.
I said umbrella.
Oh,
Lighter is correct. So
Sorry.
Albert
fortunately,
Brooks, fuck you.
so at the end of round number 1, Frost Bowman leads with a score of I have 16 to Merc with the mouse 8.
Yes.
All right, so we'll get into round number 2. Round 2 works like this. 3 categories were randomly drafted among the available categories. For each category, there will be 5 questions. Each question worth 2 points apiece. However, you do have the option to go to multiple choice for 1 point apiece. Guys, you've all done this before. Be careful. There is stealing involved, so check your pockets.
That is copyrighted Simbracala. You will be hearing from our lawyers.
Fuck you.
Meet me in court, Nixon.
You betrayed Albert Brooks.
Anyway, both teams have all 3 repeats and the usage of their challenge. But any questions before we get into round number 2? All right. So Frost Bowman, because you were in the lead, you get to select from DC, Wizarding World, and Star Trek.
Keep the strategy?
Yeah.
We'll take Wizarding World then. Right?
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
And Merc with the mouth, do you want DC or Star Trek?
Which one you want, Andrea?
I mean, I'm okay with Star Trek, but if you're more comfortable with DC or you're more familiar with DC, we go with DC.
I think we should take Star Trek because that way we should take DC for round 3. Because I think Star Trek would be more tricky in round 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
All right. Spence, why don't you go ahead and give Merc with the mouth their questions in Star Trek?
All right.
Actually, hold on. Frostbow, do you want to go first or second?
Second?
Alex, you want to go first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and give you your questions in the category of Wizarding World. Your first question. What was the first Wizarding World film in which characters visit the village of Hogsmeade?
Okay. I want to say that's Prisoner of Azkaban because they don't go to Hogsmeade and
Not in Philosopher's
Chamber of Secrets, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Go for it.
Prisoner of Azkaban, final answer?
That is correct for 2 points. Question 2. Which Hogwarts house is Cedric Diggory in Goblet of Fire?
Hufflepuff.
He's like me. He's a Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And on both accounts. Your third question. Who sends Dobby to rescue Harry and the others from Malfoy Manor in Deathly Hallows Part 1?
It was Aberforth, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Aberforth, Dumbledore, final answer.
2 more points. Your fourth question. In Crimes of Grindelwald, what does the Ministry offer Newt in exchange for him working for his brother?
Reinstating his or taking out his travel ban.
Yes.
Yeah. So revoking his travel ban, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your last question. In Deathly Hallows Part 2, who carries Harry back to Hogwarts after he appears to have been killed by Voldemort?
Hagrid. Yeah. Hagrid, final answer.
And that is correct for a clean sweep. So Frost Bowman gets their total up to 26. All right. So now, Spence, why don't you go ahead and give Merc with a mouth their questions in Star Trek?
All right. Chris and Andrea, your first question. In Star Trek 2009, who informs Captain Pike that the electrical storm in space around Vulcan will be a Romulan attack instead?
Was it Kirk?
I think so. I try to remember whether it was Kurt or
Yeah, I think it was Kirk. James Kirk. Final answer.
Correct for 2 points. Who was the first person to direct more than one Star Trek movie?
was that Leonard Nimoy?
I think it's Jonathan Frakes.
Did he
Andrew,
do
can
both
we both
Wrath
hands
to
up?
Con or
Yeah.
Motion
Sorry.
Picture?
I think it's Jonathan Frakes.
But I also
Hands
think
up.
I think he did.
Hands on screen,
Yeah.
Chris.
Jonathan Frakes. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Boatman and Alex for 2 point steal.
Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy, final answer.
That is correct.
And your winner, by way of knockouts, Frost Boatman. Final score of 28-10. Wow, what a match. I will go right into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate losers today. Mark with the mouth, guys. Bit of a short match here today, but you know
Yeah.
what? You guys played well. You guys played well. You had eight round one, nothing to sneeze at. But definitely a learning experience for both of you. So I think you guys' first match won.
I think
This is our very first match as a team, so we're still kind of gelling at the moment. We still have a lot to work on.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think we'll get there.
Yeah. Like, I think first round, many teams have watched by first game and done better. I think we're getting to know each other as teammates, to know what our strength and what weakness are, what we should work on. And I think, again, and Alex and Boatman are a great team. It's a tough match to go up against them. Like, they won fair square.
Agreed. Yeah. Look, Frost Bowman's going to be an absolute juggernaut for in this league. I think just based off this performance tonight. But you know what? This does put you guys 0-1. But you're going to have a second match here this season. So who are some of the other rookie teams out there that maybe you heard of, or maybe you're looking at that you would like to take a shot at?
What do you think, Andrea? Anything?
Yeah, me, I'm just ready to. Next time, I'll be just ready to play anybody. And I'm gonna get better now that I have some idea on which areas to still work on my game.
Yep. Same here. And we definitely will work well together, ranking out lead. Any team. I don't love naming names, but that any team wants to play us, let's play us. Like, we play well, and we really take any team on.
Absolutely. Well, we'll put that one out there, and we'll see who's next for you guys. So, thank you guys for being here, and sorry to not go your way today. All right.
Yep.
So we'll move on to our victorious winners tonight. Frost Bowman. Guys, look. What the hell? 28 points.
I'll be honest, like, we won, but I'm really bummed I missed that one question.
You know what? I'll say it. We went perfect in round 2. I will still watch at least one Albert Brooks movie.
Yes!
That is exactly what's going to happen. Everyone goes home happy. I have unleashed many terrible, horrifying things on the world, as I have previously said, or as was previously said. I unleashed Demigod Complex. I was there when the Portland Scale Blazers were unleashed. I was there I've been there for a lot of things. This might be my scariest creation yet.
You are the fourth.
Fuck you, then.
Disasters.
I am the watcher. The fact is, I've always said that Boatman is the greatest trivia player that I've ever seen. I am the most underrated geek player that any of you have ever seen. And the two of us are gonna be freaking unstoppable, I think. One match, literally, we had a whole conversation about it. Exactly 2 messages were sent about this whole match. We are unstoppable. Whoever the champs are at the end of that title match, they're not going to have it for long. Frost Boatman is on the way.
I am a human version of a Muppet, and that counts for something, I think.
I make no sense sometimes, and you know what? That should scare you.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, mark me down as horrified and well, I shouldn't say that. As a showrunner, I'm excited for the possibilities of who Frost Boatman could play next. There are a lot of really really great teams I think on paper might stack up better than them, but in terms of like intangibles and the way these two play together, they're going to be the toughest out in any title picture we have this year. So as a showrunner, I'm excited. As a viewer of matches, I'm a little horrified to see what the final product is going to be, because as Alex said, he is like he's Victor Frankenstein at this point. He's made so many different monsters, and this is just his latest one.
I mean,
So,
I'm
yeah.
more focused on the fact that Alex likes Boatman. He looks like Walter's bastard, like half brother. So
Let's be
Demigodic
honest.
Complex is broken up.
Let's be like we don't
Bar,
have to
hit me
go
up.
there.
Let's bring back the greatest fandom team to see the
We
face of
didn't
the
have to
planet.
say it.
Fuck Boatman. Fuck Iowa. Corn. Eat shit.
We've gone absolutely off the rails here, and we only play 1.5 rounds essentially. But anyways, that's how it goes here at Untitled Geek. We've reached the end of another match. If this is your first time watching, please go to the channel, watch the other videos, like, subscribe, spread the word about everything we're doing here. Got a lot of great stuff coming down the pipeline. We got title matches. We can't call it a free for all, but we got a free for all coming. We got so many different great debuts and teams, and more singles matches on the way. So check us out there. It's going to be an exciting season here at Untitled Geek. So for Boatman, for Alex, for Chris, for Andrea, for Spence, and myself, thank you all for watching. And as always, stay cool.